down for 10 seconds in his final title match in a last man standing match.
Wrestling fam, hold on to your seats, because Jon Moxley just lit a fuse that could blow the roof off the entire industry. In a raw, unfiltered interview that's already gone viral, the former Dean Ambrose didn't just speak, he warned. With the Shield's shocking reunion on SmackDown, without him, Moxley fired back from AEW with cryptic words, emotional fire, and a chilling promise. The wrestling world won't survive what's coming. Now fans are scrambling for answers. Is he heading back to WWE? Staying loyal to AEW? Or carving a third path we didn't see coming? The signs are there, and they're explosive. Let's break it all down and decode what Moxley's next move could really mean. The bombshell that changed everything. Jon Moxley, formerly known to WWE fans as Dean Ambrose, has never been one to pull punches, whether it's in the ring or behind a mic. But what he just did? It's not just a promo. It's a declaration of war. Just days ago, the WWE Universe witnessed one of the most surreal, history-making moments in modern wrestling. On the August 8th, 2025 episode of SmackDown Live from Newark, New Jersey, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk stood tall in the ring, arms raised in the iconic Shield pose. It wasn't just a callback. The Shield reformed. Without Moxley, the SmackDown main event had already been electric. Solo Sikoa faced Sami Zayn in a match packed with interference, miscommunication, and storytelling chaos, courtesy of the MFD main faction dynasty. Zayn picked up a surprise roll-up win, but that wasn't the story. What followed was, the ring erupted into an all-out brawl. MFD attacked Zayn until Roman Reigns, still in conflict with Solo's faction, stormed in with a massive spear to Tama Tonga. Then came Brock Lesnar, back from his 2023 hiatus, clearing house with his signature fury. And finally, CM Punk. Yes, that's CM Punk, delivering a GTS to JC Mateo that sent shockwaves through the arena. And then it happened. Reigns, Lesnar, and Punk stood together. Moxley's interview. A funeral for the Shield. Hours later, Sports Illustrated dropped a 5-minute interview with Moxley that was more fire than any death match he's ever been in. Filmed inside an AEW locker room, Moxley looked tired, angry, focused. The Shield reunion, he growled. That was a funeral for everything we built, everything we bled for. Reigns, you think you can replace me with Brock and Punk? You're dead wrong. He went further, much further. I'm coming for you all, Moxley said, his voice a low growl. 3 paths ahead. What is the nuclear option? Path 1, WWE return. The Shield must fall. Could Moxley be heading back to WWE? After years of criticizing their system, it seems unlikely. But with the Shield's name being used without him, it's now personal. And if there's one thing WWE does best, it's blood feud storytelling. A WWE return would set up a massive angle heading into Survivor Series or even WrestleMania 42. Imagine this. Moxley interrupts a Shield reunion match, attacks all 3 members, and sets the tone for a War Games showdown. Rollins, currently a heel leading his Vision faction, could align with Moxley for one more shocking twist. The stage is there. All it needs is Moxley's music to hit. Path 2. AEW loyalty. A full-scale wrestling war. Moxley's AEW run has been legendary. Multiple-time world champion, the face of All in 2024, and leader of the Blackpool Combat Club. His loyalty to AEW is strong, and so is his desire to make it the top wrestling brand on earth. What if his nuclear option is to lead AEW into a Forbidden Door war against WWE? Tony Khan has hinted at cross-promotional events, And with names like Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta at his side, Moxley could bring AEW to WWE's doorstep, starting at Clash in Paris. Some insiders believe Moxley will answer the Shield's return with an AEW invasion, starting a modern-day NWO-style storyline where allegiances are blurred and the lines between companies begin to vanish. Path 3, the shocking third path, a new promotion rises. But maybe Moxley isn't going back. Maybe he's not staying either. Maybe he's building something new. Moxley's deep indie ties, especially with NJPW, GCW, and TNA, make a third path entirely possible. A new promotion, a multi-promotional super show, or even a faction uniting global stars like Will Ospreay, Jacob Fatu, or even MJF under one roof. That would tear the very fabric of the wrestling business. Think AEW meets GCW meets Strong Style. Think unscripted chaos. Think revolution. The fallout. What's at stake? The new Shield, Reigns, Lesnar, and Punk, is undeniably star-studded, but it's also provocative. WWE didn't just reform the faction. They rewrote its legacy without two of its core founders, Moxley and Rollins. With Reigns at odds with Solo's MFD, Lesnar gunning for Cena, and Punk targeting Rollins' vision, the chessboard is wild. Add Moxley to the mix, and we've got a full-on civil war. According to Bleacher Report, a Survivor Series War Games match could be in the works. Shield 2.0 versus Moxley, Rollins, and wildcards like Jacob Fatu or even Sami Zayn. In AEW, All In 2026 could be headlined by a dream match, Moxley versus Reigns, or Moxley versus Punk. Or better yet, Shield versus BCC. And if he chooses the third path, wrestling as we know it changes. Final thoughts. Moxley's next move will change everything. Wrestling fam, we are witnessing a crossroads. This isn't just a promo. This is a statement of intent. Moxley feels betrayed, disrespected, erased, and when a man like Moxley has nothing to lose, anything can happen. Will he return to WWE and burn the Shield to the ground from the inside? Will he stand tall in AEW and launch a counter-assault against WWE's dominance? Or will he shock us all and build something new? Something even more dangerous? Whatever happens, this saga is just getting started. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more valuable updates.